LearnCurious back again today with another digital SAT algebra question. And today we're going to be going over a few different ways to solve a question like this. And I'm curious which way is going to be fastest for you. Everybody's different. So today's task will be to decide which way of solving is fastest. So here's our question. 3x over 4 equals 3 times quantity x minus 9. What is the value of x? What value of x is the solution to the given equation? So we've got nice integer answer choices, and as we've covered in other videos, we could certainly plug these in to find out which one makes a true statement up here in our equation. So that's one method, is plug in answers, or PIA. Move this down so you can see what I wrote. So method 1 is plug in answers. Method 2 is going to be plugging this equation here right on into Desmos and seeing what the value of x is that makes it true. So we can do Desmos to see what straight line or what vertical line value we get for x. So that'll be a constant value in this case, and that ought to match one of these answer choices. And then another one is going to be 3 solving manually, so just isolating x. Which one is going to be fastest for you? So what's fastest usually for me is Desmos, so why don't we start with Desmos. Okay, so now our equation is in Desmos, we've got it right up here, and we can see that we get a straight line as predicted here with an x value of 12. So we know for this one x is going to equal 12. So that's pretty fast for me. Just the amount of time it takes to plug in the equation is the amount of time it takes to see what x is on the graph. But if it takes you a while to plug in the equation to Desmos, or if you're just not a fan of Desmos, let's try the other two methods and see what's going to be fast there as well. So we've done the Desmos solution method, and that was pretty fast. And that's the eraser. So we've done the Desmos method. That's pretty fast. Let's try the first method, plugging in answers. So here we know from our Desmos method that our answer is going to be 12. So just in the interest of time, let's do that one first. And we'll say that 3 times 12 divided by 4 equals 3 times 12 minus 9. And let's just see if it makes a true statement. So 3 times 12 is 36. Divided by 4 gives us 9. So we want 9 to equal 3 times 12 minus 9 is 3. So 3 times 3, sure enough, will give us 9. Oops, that's a little hard to see. So 12 works. Let's do an example of one that doesn't work in case you were starting with this method, say starting with A. So we'd have 3 times 0 divided by 4. That's a little hard to see. Let me put it up here. So let's try A this way. So 3 times 0 divided by 4, and we want that to equal 3 times 0 minus 9. So 3 times 0 is going to be 0. 0 divided by 4 is going to be 0. So 0 equals 3 times 0 minus 9, so we want that to equal 3 times negative 9, and that's not going to work. So we can eliminate A, and you can go through the answers just like that and get to C, and once you find an answer that works, you can stop. So if you're going A, B, C, you wouldn't have to try D in that kind of circumstance. So that's a pretty fast method. It can be a little bit more time consuming if you are trying all of the answer choices. Here we took a little bit of a shortcut because we knew the answer from Desmos was already 12, so we started with that one. It can pay on a question like this if you are using the plug-in answers method to start with either B or C. On the SAT, the answers will be in ascending or descending order, and on certain questions, if you don't find a match with B or C, you can tell a little bit about whether you might need a bigger number or a smaller number. So you can take a bit of a shortcut like that by starting with one of the middle values. Okay, next let's wipe the board clean here and start with our third method, isolating x. A lot of people will find this method to be pretty fast as well. We just want to get x by itself on one side of the equation and solve it that way. So let's go ahead and start by expanding our parentheses over here by distributing the 3. So we get 3x over 4 equals 3x minus 27. And now it can be helpful to get rid of the fraction here by multiplying each of the terms by 4. So let's do that next. So we get 3x equals 12x minus 27 times 4, which is a minus 108. And so now we can combine like terms by bringing over this 12x. So then we've got 3x minus 12x equals minus 108. So we got negative 9x equals negative 108. And then we can just divide out that negative 9, and we know that x equals 12. So that method works very well also. Probably, if I were to rank these in terms of fast versus slow, I'd say that the Desmos method, again, is probably going to be fastest. So let's put that in green here. Desmos is going to be fastest. The plug-in answers method, that was pretty slow, especially if we were to try all of them. So I'm going to say that's probably second or third, rather. So let's put isolating x in second place here in yellow. And then, do I have a red color? Let's say pink then. The plug-in answers method, since it's pretty slow, we'll put that in pink. So we've got our rank order in terms of speed. Desmos is first, isolating x is second, and plug-in answers comes in third. But that's my rank personally, so I'm curious what yours would be. What's fastest for you? What's slowest for you? Did you learn a new method today? Let us know down in the comments, and we'll be back soon with another SAT algebra question.